Alright, welcome back to Skyrim. So last time we went to Dead Man's Respite and got the lost verse for King Olaf. And now we're going to deliver that to Solitude to become a full member of the Bard's College. I was going to say a full members of the Bard College. I don't know, just mixing up my words a little bit. We also beat up Benor right before the ending of last episode, so that's why I'm covered in blood, if you're wondering. Earned a little bit of gold for that. It's going to partially pay for the bath I'm going to rent in Solitude before I deliver this book. Still got some skeletons here. But I'm not going to bother, that's not my problem. I didn't mean to run my horse out of stamina like that. You know what? I've taken this journey a few times, so I'm going to pause the recording. I will be back when I'm in Solitude. You can see the fall colors starting to come in. Of course, not all the trees are being affected by that because these are coniferous trees. I believe that's what they are. Yeah, so they don't turn to the fall colors, but you'll see like the ivy and the little plants. Those are starting to turn, which is really cool. Then once it becomes winter, everything will become covered in snow. Don't ask why I'm paused early. I just wanted to talk about the fall colors because I was riding past some of them. It's really neat. I like Seasons of Skyrim. A shame it's such a pain in the ass to set up when you're building your own load order from scratch. Otherwise, I would have used it more in the past, but thankfully it is built into Gate to Sovngarde, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, we're pretty much back to Solitude, so I'm not going to repause. First stop will be the Winking Skeever to rent a bath. And let's park the horse right here. Yeah, I really did get quite bloodied by that fight with Benor. Although I think it's mostly his blood. Because I kind of kicked his ass, even when debuffed because the sun was still a little bit out.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
Are you the innkeeper?
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
Corpulus Vinius. Doesn't that, like, roughly mean fat wine or something? I'd like to rent a bath.
Of course.
Also, I just saw that room price. That is expensive.
It's kind of dark in here.
But it makes sense for the inn in the capital of Skyrim. Ah, an orc bard. You know me, I like a good stereotype breaker, so I quite like having an orc bard with the Bard's College expansion. Get the moth. Get back here. You know, I'd bet with these Luna moth wings, if you were doing the right build for it, you can make a really good sneak attack kind of potion because fortify power attacks and invisibility, sneak up behind someone and stab them with a power attack, you kill them really well. Cat. Again, kind of looked like I scritched the air, but oh well. Viarmo better be grateful that I recovered this verse for him. Where are you? There you are.
Ah, you've returned. How goes the task I gave you?
Are you not going to look at me when I'm talking to you?
May song speed you along.
Ah, you're reading. I found King Olaf's verse.
I have to admit I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh no, this won't do at all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable, and the parts that are readable, well, Bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times.
Well, what does that mean for us?
It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bards College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening.
Can't we just make up the missing parts of the verse? It's not like they're going to know. This is the first time it's being seen by the public.
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses.
Well, we can do this. What's the first verse?
Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened?
Don't know how believable this is going to be, but it might be amusing. Olaf was Numenex, a dragon in human form.
I find that highly unlikely, but the court will love it. I'm writing it in.
And that's the point. Okay, what's next?
Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but they seem to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened?
Well, of course, Olaf sacked it in dragon form.
No, that's pushing
Okay.
it too far. It's very exciting, but highly unlikely. I can't possibly write that in.
Well, let's go for something else that'd be a little bit exciting and intriguing. Olaf ordered disguised troops to attack Solitude.
And they got the orders backwards. Ha! Yes, I'm writing that in. It should be good for a laugh from the court.
Is that it?
It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
All right, after you.
Hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
Stop walking and say that again. I'm going to strangle your little neck. Do you understand? I've had the recording pause, but he has kept doing that to me over and over and over again and just stopping. Ugh. Alright, so this must be the Blue Palace. Llevanna says after recomposing herself. Better not say it again. Good.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it. We should really get to court.
Yes, we should. We should. Are you quite ready? Oh no, just take your time.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
Are we ready?
I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Yes, you have plenty of opportunities to warm up your voice on the way here by repeating that same line over and over again.
I hope you're applying yourself.
Do I know you?
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenek's a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, and no fire or fury did this battle entail.
How are you today?
Olaf was Numenek's in human form. On moonless nights, he would spread wings and sail. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be generously rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded. Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough.
So does that mean I'm a bard now?
Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
All right. I mean, if that's all it takes to become a bard, I suppose that you just need to be a rough and grizzled adventurer type. Not really have any knowledge of playing an instrument, because they haven't even tested me on that. Of course, I do know how to play a flute. I'm actually getting pretty good at it. But they don't know that.
You lost?
No. Right, so I just need to find this Eeyore character.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue Palace. on
I
many
am not
occasions.
seeing a marker
His lordship
on the
was
college itself. I do have the quest selected. Where are you? Oh, you're down at the inn.
youngest bard at the Bard's College, at your service.
Fair enough. Ooh, some nightshade. That'll be useful. For poison. Plucking. Plucking and plucking. What the pluck is wrong with me? What else does Nightshade do again? I think it's mostly poison, which makes sense because it's deadly nightshade. Damage health, damage armor, lingering stamina damage, and fortified structure power. The health and armor, that might actually be a really nice combination.
Welcome.
Weaken their health and weaken their armor.
Think I got a clean
And
mug
just
around
keep
here
attacking. Okay, so he's up there by the looks of it.
If you've an interest in music, consider joining the Bard's College. Would be nice to have more musicians to play with.
Well, I am actually joining the Bard's College right now. You'll be pleased to know. Hi, you must be Yorn.
Ah, the bard to be. Did Viarmo send you?
Yes, the festival's back on.
Great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
And we don't even have to wait because it's already past dusk. I do like this track in particular. Nothing terribly useful there. Don't mind me, I was just listening to the music. They set up fast.
Think you might be in the wrong place, elf.
No, fuck you. I'm actually being invited to the college in this ceremony. You cunt.
What is it?
Okay, it doesn't look like Viarmo is here yet. Perhaps I ought to entertain the guests somewhat? I hope I'm good enough for them.
Not too shabby.
Thought it could be worse.
Apprentice level work, but solid.
That's better. Keep
at it.
experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
Keep experimenting. You'll improve with practice.
You'll need to do better than
Always
that.
good to see a fellow
Keep it
bard.
up.
Hey,
You'll go
it's the
places.
Bard to be.
Well,
Keep it
I've
up.
certainly heard worse things.
Good job.
Not too bad.
I can see you know what you're doing. You're doing great. Keep at it.
Okay. They seem to kind of like it. But I am only a new applicant, so perhaps they didn't expect much better. I see Viarmo coming, so I'm just getting into my position. Ah, I see someone standing in your way. You do realize the one bearing the torch is kind of the most critical part of the festival. Why don't you move? Move.
What's wrong with you? Welcome, people of Solitude! We of the Bard's College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, she becomes a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Please welcome our newest bard. I think they like you.
So I'm a bard now.
Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you.
That's pretty good. Thank you. Right, so the other professors might have things for me?
Congratulations! I knew you'd make it in. Alright, I didn't know for sure, but I heavily suspected. Master Viarmo said you should speak with some of the professors, yes? If you intend to become more than just a bard in name, meeting with them would be a good start. But I'd suggest first you speak with Master Sledric. He's most interested in meeting you.
So you mentioned the professors I should speak to. Who are they?
Well, Master Sledric, Archbard of Songcraft, is who you should meet with first. But there are others as well. Dean Paraz, teacher of dance. Although what he considers to be dancing seems quite open to interpretation. Professor Teriana is our head scholar and record keeper. She's quite the fountain of knowledge, if you're able to decipher her meaning. Then we have Mistress Valerie, Dean of Storytelling. But really, she acts more like our diplomat, managing all of our contracts and business. And lastly, there's Olvis. Not technically a teacher, but he does the work of one. He organizes most things related to music. There are other professors at the college, but those I spoke of are the ones likely to teach you the skills to be a true bard.
So I'm a bard now, right?
I mean, you're a student of the college, sure, but a true bard? That often takes many years. I don't mean to tell you who and what you are, but do you even play an instrument?
I do.
Do you tell tales or match wits with other bards? If the answer to any of those is no, well then, it's a good job you're a student now. You can learn from the teachers here.
So what about the other professors? Who else teaches at the college besides the ones you've already talked about?
Besides those I already mentioned, there's Professor Germain, Dean of History, one of my personal teachers. Dean Pantia is the college master vocalist, although some would argue the veracity of that particular title. And there's Dean Six Fingers, or should I say Dean Inge, one of the best flute players around, which might go some ways to explaining her moniker. I don't usually try to second-guess my betters, but all those professors already have their favorites and seem unlikely to take a new student.
I might actually have something for Pantea. Early on in my adventures, I found a flute that I think belongs to her. I think I still have it. But I will speak to this Sledrig first. Sounds like he is the most important one, being the Archbard, whatever that means.
That would be a good idea. You can likely find him in his study in the college. These days, that is where he spends most of his time.
Alright. So Sledrig first. Then everybody else after that. It's quite crowded. I'm surprised this Sledrig isn't down at the festival, actually. You'd think you'd want to be, but apparently not. Right. Up here? You must be Sledrig, then.
Ah, yes. Welcome, welcome. You are who I was waiting for, yes. The one who braved dead men's respite. Such places hold interest to me. I am Sledrig, Archbard of the college.
Archbard, what does that mean?
Archbard is a position honoring those who have devoted many years of their life in service to the arts. But mostly, I believe it's a position given so that I keep donating gold to the college coffers. I am, of course, joking. Mostly.
Well, I do hope you're not expecting me to call you Master.
Good. That is a good attitude. I've already had enough empty platitudes from students and colleagues to last 3 lifetimes. The only people who call me master either want something or do so because they know it annoys me. Like Llevanna. You need only call me Sledrig. Archbard Sledrig, if you're feeling courteous.
Now, I feel like this could possibly be an elaborate reverse psychology to get me to call him master despite him. So no, I'm just gonna stick to my guns. As you say, I'll keep that in mind.
See that you do, and I'm sure we'll get along famously. Now, perhaps you're wondering why I asked you here. It is quite simple. You are a student of the Bard's College, and I am a teacher, and so I intend to teach you. Heed my instructions, and you have my assurance. You will become the most stalwart bard to have ever stepped foot in Skyrim.
Yeah, teach me? You seem to have singled me out for this. Why?
Most would leap at the chance to receive personal tutelage from me, not question my motives. But if you must have an answer, I haven't accepted a new apprentice in over a decade. Only those with the greatest promise are worth my time. I believe you to be such a student. One worthy of apprenticeship, and more.
And more? I'm not going to think about what that means for now. So you mentioned Llevanna before. Is she also a student of yours? Also, Llevanna's name does actually sound rather similar to Llevanna's. That is purely coincidental. I wasn't thinking of Llevanna when I made this name. What I did to make Llevanna's name was I used Fantasy Name Generator and then kind of took 2 names that I liked and smushed them together with slight alterations.
That she is? She is my apprentice. One of the few here able to fully appreciate what it is I can offer a receptive mind. But still, each student has their limits to what can be taught, and I fear she has reached hers.
Okay, so you don't see more potential in her. Well, I am willing to learn, but what do you teach?
Yes, that is a fair question. There are many things you can learn about being a bard here at the college. Things like singing, the use of an instrument, the value of knowledge, or the power of the spoken word. My official position here is Archbard of Songcraft, but that is just what I teach the other students. For you, I have something else in mind. What I offer to teach is mastery of your voice.
That's a strange way to put it. This may surprise you, but I'm already quite familiar with matters of voice.
I sense there is truth to your words, but still, such things can always be improved and refined. But enough talk. The best way to learn is by doing. There is a gathering of bards soon meeting at the Winking Skeever. Llevanna was to go by herself, but I think you should accompany her. Go there, make your face known to your peers, and assist Llevanna in her duties. Yes, this will be a suitable first lesson.
Could I perhaps do this a bit later? I still have the other professors to meet.
Very well. This can wait for a while. But when you're ready, speak to Llevanna, and she can make arrangements for your invitation to the gathering. Also, you may wish to visit Radiant Raiment, a clothing store. They may have something better suited for a bard to wear. Report back to me once you have been to the gathering and Llevanna has completed her task. And some parting advice. Bards must always look beneath the surface of things. Try to keep an open mind. That is all.
I'm guessing that's the lesson that you want to push onto me for this meeting. Interesting. Well, let's go and talk to the other professors, and then maybe I'll have a word with Llevanna about that. Most of them will be at this party, I imagine.
Songs are just old memories.
Who are you?
That help the mead go down.
Oh, you're from Radiant Raiment. I'm from the Bard's College. Do you have clothing suited for someone of my ilk?
Wait, you're that new bard, the one who saved the festival, aren't you? I've been waiting for you. Here, this is for you.
My thanks. I'll take my leave. I don't know why I'm being so theatrical. Maybe it's the being a new bard is rubbing off on me.
Thank you for your patronage.
Right, so what did you give me? Bard outfit. Blue is not really my color, but I'll maybe try it on later.
You've done well by
Oh,
restoring.
yes, I saw you at the end.
Oh, it's you. I'm glad you joined us. Suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Ulvis, Chief Acolyte, which is an elaborate way of saying I don't get paid for my work. I take care of the musical instruments around here, and occasionally I'm permitted to actually teach a class or two. If you want to learn to play an instrument, master the art of busking, or understand the power of song, I'm the guy you come see.
You mentioned the power of songs. What does that mean?
Songs aren't just about the melody. The lyrics of a song can be just as, if not more, important than the music itself. Imagine your deeds immortalized in verse, sung by bards from Solitude to Riften. Your actions build a reputation, but song can shape how others perceive such things. That is its power. You know, I'm always on the lookout for new material to inspire me. You seem like the type to have more than the odd adventure.
What are you getting at? Speak your mind.
I have an offer for you. Anytime you participate in a particularly grand undertaking, come tell me of your deeds. I will transcribe them to song and then teach these ballads to other bards. Far and wide, people will sing of your exploits. And you decide what exactly it is they sing. No more idle rumor or hearsay. Your actions can be portrayed as brave and honorable, smart and cunning, or perhaps even ruthless and underhanded. It's a chance to influence how history remembers you, to weave the threads of your story as you see fit. If you're interested, of course.
I'm guessing what you get out of this is royalties or other similar payments for publishing these ballads? I think that's a reasonable arrangement. I don't have to pay you, and you improve my reputation, earn some money on the side. Sounds mutually beneficial. I doubt I have anything of note right now, but let's speak of ballads.
Always a topic I'm interested in.
What sorts of undertakings should I pursue? What would make a good ballad?
A difficult question. But if I had to offer a suggestion, the Mage's College teems with arcane secrets and knowledge untold. A journey there could unravel mysteries worthy of the grandest ballads.
Not much of a spellcaster. Okay, let's speak of something else.
As you would have it.
And what was that about busking?
Busking is the art of earning coin in exchange for bardic performances. But in order to busk, first you would require proper training with a musical instrument.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a bit about yourself, Ulvis?
What is there to tell? I think I already covered most of it. Or is there something in particular you wanted to know? Maybe what an orc is doing here at the Bard's College? It doesn't take a professor to notice my heritage. Sure, an Orsimer bard isn't completely unheard of. There's a few of us around, but few take an orc musician seriously. It's a stigma I've worked hard to overcome. For the most part, I think I've succeeded in that.
Could you possibly teach me to play an instrument?
Ah, then you're talking to the right person. Even if you've already tried your hand at it before, there is a world of difference between, say, plucking a lute's strings and actually playing the thing. It is the difference between an amateur and a bard, and that is what I shall teach.
Well, I am ready to learn. Teach me.
Most students here are expected to work in exchange for their lessons. Usually, they're given menial tasks done over the course of many days or weeks. However, for you, I feel such things are unbefitting. No, I have something else in mind. Something far more expedient and suited to your skills.
All right, what do you want?
Recently, both Dean Inga and Pantia lost their personal instruments, while Professor Germain wished to acquire one new. What I ask is for you to find these items. Speak to each professor, and they'll provide you the necessary details. For each instrument you bring them, I will provide a music lesson in return. Lute, drum, or flute. The choice will be yours. The more you recover, the more lessons I'll give. I think that's a fair exchange. Return once you've recovered an instrument, and I shall teach you.
Noted.
All right, then.
I'll definitely be coming back to you somewhat soon then, I imagine.
Good to see you again, friend.
You must be Peros?
Ah, a fresh acolyte. Greetings to you. I am Peros, a humble virtuoso of motion and mockery. Some at the college refer to me as the Dean of Dance, and there is truth to this. But in my classroom, we pirouette with a sword in hand. I, of course, speak of the art of fencing, a dance of blades, if you will. However, few students partake in such lessons. Most would rather be schooled in wordplay. Lucky for them, that too is a dance I'm well versed in.
Yeah, I've heard a few things about someone who dances with a sword and also wordplay. Could you tell me a little bit about yourself first, though?
Ah, to weave the tale of Peros. I was birthed in Valenwood, but found my true calling here in Skyrim, where on the streets, I learned to dance with both wit and blade. Of course, I am now Dean of Dance at this hallowed college, where I guide eager minds through the intricacies of both fencing and banter. It is my profound pleasure to be able to guide those who show promise. And that, dear friend, is who I am.
You mentioned wordplay. Can you tell me more about this?
The intrigue of wordplay entices yet another soul. Picture this. Two bards face one another, sparring. Not with blades, but syllables, trading barbs and banter, each striving to outshine the other. We call this a duel of wit. It is a test not only of one's verbal prowess, but of the keenness of your mind and your grace under pressure. Recently, amongst certain groups of bard, such duels have become quite the popular pastime. And I hear tell, it can be a rather profitable diversion.
Well, can you teach me this duel of wit?
I thought you'd never ask. It has been some time since I personally partook in a duel, but I believe I still remember all the moves. I would be delighted to tutor you. Listen closely, and I shall explain the nature of this verbal spar. To begin, a challenge must be made to a rival bard, one who practices the duel of wit. Once accepted, a wager is agreed upon, and thus the dance commences. First, you lead with an insult. Then, in return, your opponent must offer a suitable retort. Retorts must always be witty, clever, and rhyme. If your opponent's riposte succeeds, the round is theirs. They fail, and the triumph goes to you. Then, your opponent takes their turn to offend. Let me offer you an example of an exchange. If I were to start a duel, I might begin by stating to my opponent, Your breath could fell a dragon at 50 paces. Now, you take on the role of the opponent, who in response might say...
Then maybe you should stop sticking your nose in other people's faces.
Ha! That's actually not bad. I've not heard that one before. Witty, clever, rhymes? Yes! That retort would work nicely. Although usually the accepted retort would be... With your odor, I don't think you qualify to judge others' social graces. You see? A deft parry that turns the initial insult back on the one who hurled it, as all good retorts should. Now that you've seen how it's done, it is your turn to lampoon me. Here, I've noted down some insults for you. Pick one that takes your fancy. Don't be shy, I won't take your words too personally.
Okay, let's see here. Your appearance is so dull, it would ruin even the liveliest gathering.
Your ability to mix up me and yourself is truly staggering. Very good. Naturally, I already knew the correct comeback, but now, so do you. And that is how one builds their repertoire of insults and retorts. The more you duel, the more you'll learn. I've taught you what you need. The stage is now set. The audience awaits! Venture forth, young novice. Seek out fellow bards in the taverns and inns of Skyrim, and perhaps beyond. Challenge them, and climb the ranks of the utterly offensive. As your prowess grows, so will your reputation. So, don't be startled if soon enough rival bards start to seek you out. May your wit be your guide.
Do you have any insight or advice for a duel of wit?
Respect your opponents, no matter the outcome. Today's rival could be tomorrow's muse. All right, then.
So the sun's starting to come up. And it is 4:30, so we should maybe hurry up to the inn after I'm done talking to maybe this professor here.
Come and get some here.
Oh, another student. Yes, well, hello. I am Mistress Valorine, Dean of Storytelling here at the college. It is my responsibility to ensure all of our students have a firm grasp on the importance of words and their uses. I also arrange and manage any performances or services that the Bard's College may provide. Tell me, do you have any interest in the application of the spoken word? And how it may sway and influence those around us? If so, we should speak.
I'm not saying this part out loud, but the Quora, I think, would take umbrage to me actually taking her up on her offer. First, could you tell me a bit more about yourself?
Very well, I shall indulge you. Briefly. First, you will address me as Mistress Valorine. I oversee the education of aspiring bards who wish to master articulation. My expertise lies in the art of persuasion and diplomacy, via the careful manipulation of the spoken word. My methods can sometimes seem unorthodox to others, but they yield results. No one can deny that.
Well, I happen to have an interest in the spoken word.
Could it be? Has the college finally received a student who's interested in more than just plucking strings or singing some dour dirge? Assuming that to be the case, allow me to be blunt. I could use one such as you. However, only if you're willing to learn via practical application. I have had my fill of students who merely study theory, only taking my lessons to improve their lyrical prowess. But if you're serious in learning the power of the spoken word, I will teach you. I shall pass to you the skills of an emissary.
An emissary, you say? Tell me more of this. Perhaps we can make it a little bit brief.
Emissaries are the architects of persuasion, weavers of influence. We sculpt perceptions with every word. Our clients rely on us to be their voice, to advocate on their behalf. For a skilled emissary can turn the tide of fate with but a single sentence. We are the conduits of diplomacy, the harbingers of negotiation. Our words are our weapons, and silence our shield. Learn to wield them wisely, and you will go far.
I am willing to learn. Could you teach me to be an emissary?
Enthusiasm. I like that. Very well. Let's see if you have what it takes. We shall begin your lesson. Ahem. You have been contracted to act on behalf of a client. You stand waiting in a tavern. There, you spot the merchant you are hired to speak with. The client has requested you put the merchant in a receptive mood in order to facilitate a future business transaction. This is where your skills as an emissary come into play, as there are many methods in which to coax a desired reaction from someone.
And what methods are there? I was misread as these, so what methods are there? There. Pretend I said that more eloquently. I'm a bard, after all.
When speaking to your mark, you could employ a heartening tone, assuming that they are receptive to valor and daring egotism. Or perhaps you can foster a whimsical mood for those who seek indulgence or are of a capricious nature. A dramatic flair may captivate others, grand exaggerations, theatrics, and the like, while some may favor an enigmatic strategy, with little of true substance said, but leaving them with a deep sense of intrigue. It will be up to you to discern the correct approach and to craft your words accordingly.
Okay, I think I understand, but how do I discern which method to use?
I shall teach you that. Now, for this exercise, I shall play the role of the merchant you were sent to meet. First, observe. Read my demeanor. I am a large, portly man, sitting at a table surrounded by many empty flagons. I am high-spirited and quite jocular. I cheer and applaud the antics of a nearby jester, and when I greet you, it is with a smile and an elaborate doff of my large, feathered cap. Now it is your turn. Tell me, if you wish to build a positive rapport, how would you address such a person? What would be your choice of words?
Let's see here. Probably this one, but I'm going to read them all. Could also be dramatic. So it's probably not this one. Probably not this one. One of these two. I'll go with heartening. I'd toast the benefits of a hearty drink and buy another round.
Well, that wouldn't be the worst thing you could do, but perhaps not the best way to create a personal connection. Sometimes a balanced and measured response is called for, but this is not one of those times. Remember, this merchant is jovial, foppish, flamboyant. Keep this in mind and try again.
Jovial, foppish, and flamboyant. So I'd probably want to be flamboyant back, so offer an equally dazzling and extravagant greeting in return.
Ha! Yes! Excellent! You picked up on the merchant's temperament and mirrored it back perfectly. Well done. In this instance, you couldn't have given a better response. But do bear in mind, you don't always have to be perfect. Your mark may also respond positively, if less so, to other approaches. You must always be testing the waters. Remember that. Well, I think you've picked up on the basics well enough. Let's try one more, shall we?
Yep, I'm ready. Please go ahead.
You are now meeting with a local cutpurse with delusions of grandeur who fancies herself a hero of the downtrodden. She's shown great concern at being apprehended by the town guard and has arranged your rendezvous via increasingly elaborate and cautious means. Your client wishes this petty thief to be at ease and feel comfortable. So tell me, when meeting with her, what would be your choice of words?
That would be the worst one to do. So if this is about mirroring the demeanor of the person I'm talking to, then perhaps I greet her, speak in metaphor, and ask if she was followed. Show that I'm also being careful.
Magnificent, yes. This was the correct approach. You observed and comprehended. There was another option, but your choice was the best. And perhaps you are ready for something more practical. Yes, I think you might be. So, do let me know when you're ready for your first assignment. As an official emissary of the Bard's College.
Yeah, not quite right now.
Farewell.
But I will be back to you, I promise. Okay, so that's Llevanna there. There is still another professor I've not met, but I think I need to rent a room. Ah, the one at the graveyard. I did notice her earlier. I didn't realize she was associated with the Bard's College. Out of character, I did, but Llevanna didn't know. Right, well, let's go rent a room and actually hope that he will sell one to me. If not, I will be quite peeved. Maybe there will be someone in bed I can feed on, too. You are quite short. I mean, Bretons tend to be short, but yeah, he was especially short. Okay, where's the innkeeper? I found someone that I could possibly feed on. There we go. The innkeeper happened to be in bed or something. It's still pretty early in the day.
You bring a smile to this one's eyes and peace to his heart.
Do I know you? Maybe the innkeeper's at the festival, in which case means I'm sleeping in a chair again. Because I doubt he's going to rent me a room when he's there. Oh, no, you are right here at the front desk. How often did I look at you?
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I would like to rent a room.
If I had even a pot to piss in, I'd gladly share. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what? I guess I'm sleeping in a chair.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
That is not a good way to make a potential customer feel good in your establishment. Chair it is. Oh, my poor back. In the dream, you stood at the courtyard of the Bard's College, fire warming your face. Up on the stake, in place of an effigy, a one-eyed man hung leisurely in place. His hands bore a lute, upon which he played the crackling of flame. All around, men and Draugr clapped and danced in melody. All feasted upon sweet rolls and sweet wines and sweet, sweet pies of dragon meat. Ah, dreaming of the Bard's College. Well, I'm probably going to need more sleep, but I'm going to see if the innkeeper will rent me a room next time. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.